Welcome to the 7-step journey on lifespan development. Practices of Biotrans-Energetics by Pierluigi Lattuada. Step 7. The Great Gesture. The Great Gesture belongs to BTA's corpus of meditative practices. Actually, this means that it should be considered an integral non-practice. Non-practice because it does not intervene, but rather it tries to favor recognizing what is. Integral because it does not modify anything, it doesn't touch. Integral from the Latin word integrum, untouched. Its tools are the second attention and the persistence of contact. Second attention refers to that aware state of observation that can be achieved by looking beyond appearances, firm beliefs, behavioral automatisms, and personal needs. It is possible to reach the second attention through the persistence of contact. That is to say, the ability to remain in observation and to accept what is observed. The conditions to reach insight, the intuitive vision of the world, are created by positioning oneself in front of judgments of the world without being guided by one's own thoughts. The great gesture unfolds in 4 phases: within the boundaries, beyond the boundaries, through the boundaries, the inner breath.
The great gesture. Also, the great gesture actually could be considered a practice, not practice. Because we just realize something. Don't add anything. Don't touch anything. Every integral practice is a practice, non-practice, where we don't add nothing. The great gesture unfolds in 4 phases. Within the boundaries, beyond the boundaries, through the boundaries, and the inner breath. 4 phases. We can close the eyes, stay seated straight, and go with the attention to the boundaries of our physical body. We go to the boundary with our attention, and we persist in the contact with whatever happens. Stay in contact at our boundaries, at the boundaries of our body. We can feel, we can experience sensation, feelings, emotions, thinkings, and whatever. Persistence of contact hides many secrets. We stay and we realize the force of life working within. We can realize the different zone of our body. Some empty, some others full, some relaxed, some others contract, some engaged with many emotional thinking, some others empty. We just pay attention and persist with the contact, with everything is happening. sensation, feeling, emotion, thinkings, visions, memories are working at the surface of the contact with our body, as if our body is a box and inside many contents, moving, flowing, working, acting. We stay at the surface, being aware of everything happening, just observing without judging or observing the judgment. Doing so, we can go beyond the boundary. That is, we can be aware of the ambient, of the environment, of the field around us, staying at the surface of the contact between inside and outside, being in contact. Pay attention to the surface of our body. We can look outside, around, and feel the field, the ambient, and feel the presence of others person. Feel the space around us. Feel the nature around us. Feel the atmosphere of the time of the day. Feel the atmosphere of the weather or whatever. We can perceive how the ambient, how the field works with you, with us. The quality of this field, the action that this field acts to the surface of our organism, our body, and let work. We can perceive that this field works for the good, that this field is smart, is intelligent, and works for the healing, for bettering, for a good relationship with us. We just observe, pay attention, persist with the contact with our environment. Let the field works. The sound belongs to the field, working with. Harmonizing and being in contact with this dialogue between the field and our organismic self, we can perceive our breathing. This is the third phase, through the boundaries. Our breathing goes out and goes in, inside, outside, the field and the self. The breathing is a bridge, is a vehicle that bring in the field, the ambient, and take out what is inside that we don't need anymore. Let go what you don't need anymore with the breathing, and accept, get everything you need from the field, thanks to your breathing, to your inspiration. Exhaling, you let everything go out, and inhaling, inspiring, we let enter everything you need from the field. And this work is done by your breathing. Let it work. Be aware of this process, in, out, in, bridging through the boundaries. What is coming in? What is coming out? What you want to get, and what you are able to give. What you have the courage to let go, to give up. Breathe in, breathe out. This is happening. You are not doing. This is happening. Let it be. Be aware through the boundaries. This is not your breathing. This is the breathing. Comes from somewhere and go somewhere. And you are in the middle of this process. And now, the fourth phase, the inner breath. What does it mean, the inner breath? Means that your breathing is not your breathing. There is something But breathe the breath. The force of life, the essence, the inner breath. Breathe your breathing. Something then comes from anywhere outside. Something without space and time. Something without boundaries. Something that is everywhere. The motion, the interconnected flow of the life, the field, the empty creative space, and is flowing. Just flow. And you can perceive that everything comes from this inner breath. Everything. So you can give up, disappear to everything, and just be in contact with this inner breath that breathe yourself. Every content of your consciousness is nothing but inner breath, that breathe, that move, that act, that manifest itself in thousand and thousand different ways. Nothing but flowing. Nothing but inner space. Pay attention. Disappear and let it go. It works. Try to feel and to be aware what does it mean, the inner breath, beyond your breathing, beyond every content of your consciousness, beyond your mind and your ego, beyond your personal history, beyond all your attachment and identifications. The self, the supreme consciousness, the essence, the Atman, the cosmos, the psyche. Or, if you prefer, the Holy Spirit, the Great One, the Great Spirit. Many names, the same process. The transpersonal self, transpersonal consciousness, the inner breath. Is intelligent, is a healer, bring knowledge and healing to you, brings everything you need, works for the good, works for love, is the love. Choose the inner breath, choose the love, and give up. Be aware where is working. Is working where you need. Maybe it's working in your physical body, healing somewhere. Maybe it's working in your soul, your emotion, dissolving some conflict. Maybe it's working in your mind, changing your mind. Maybe it's working, bringing the contact with the spirit, with the true self. Let it work. This happens every time and everywhere. So, you are not doing a practice. You are being aware of something that happens every time. When you will open your eyes and walk around the world in your ordinary life with the first attention, be aware with the second attention. Be aware of the inner breath that drives you, that fosters you, that is the essence of every manifestation of your life.